Welcome back to Let's Play Clannad. So, hi. I'd had something to say, but I can't remember, man. Today I've just been completely drained of all energy. Exactly what she's in the mood to say.
行きましょう。カッペイさんの病気は時間が勝負です。
Really, what is she in the mood to say? Feels like Fijibashi is walking a bit slower than me. You okay? She's uneasy. I have no idea what words she plans on telling him, but if only Kappei doesn't refuse them. She shakes her head. Are you okay, Fijibashi? Well, even Yoshino-san's words. I may be Kappei's friend, but you're different. You're his girlfriend. I'm merely someone that exists close to him.
岡崎くん。
That's why you should be more confident. Your feelings are proof of that, see?
はい。ありがとうございます。はい、どうぞ。りょうさん。おはようございます。
Yo.
ともやくん。あれ？二人とも学校は？
We're skipping.
サボりです。二人とも不良だ。でも、びっくりだ。ともやくんがまた来てくれるなんて。
What? Inside you've been really cold-hearted making people like myself like this.
そんなつもりはないんだけどさ。ほら、昨日。
Yeah, well, don't worry about it.
そう言ってもらえると、ちょっとだけほっとするよ。
Just for a bit.
ちょっとだけ。
Saying that, he gives a flustered smile.
カッペイさん。お体の調子はどうですか？今日はかなり平気だよ。そうですか。それは良かったです。でも、りょうさんが学校をサボるなんてどうしたの？お話があるんです。
Gripping her hand tightly, she looks at Kappei.
お話？何かな？実は
What is she in the mood to say? Hearing something about lies.
カッペイさん。今日はお食事全部食べれましたか？食べたよ。そうですか。それは良かったです。
I'm sure no, that's completely not what she had in mind. When you hear what she actually has in mind, man, it's like a bombshell freaking kind of lie. It's just ridiculous. Should I help her a bit? Kappei. Fijibashi has something important to tell you.
岡崎くん。りょうさんが？
So listen carefully.
わかった。
Seated, Kappei nods and looks at Fijibashi. Fijibashi grips her fist as well as if prepared.
カッペイさん。はい。私、できたんです。 できた？
Having one?
はい。
I think you might be able to tell where this is going.
できたって、何が？りょうさん？赤ちゃんができました。
Eh?
赤ちゃんが、できたんです。
Eh? Kappei's eyes bulge at her words. I'm gonna get an interruption in a few seconds, and then he looks at me.
ともやくん、
What?
そんな。いつの間にりょうさんと。
It's not me.
だって、だから二人で言いに来たんじゃないの？
I shake my head swiftly. Ah, that's it. This is Fujibashi's lie. Oh, no shit, because that's totally out of nowhere. How bold.
だって、そんな。じゃあ、誰の？
I should join in with Fujibashi. Hey, what do you mean whose? You're the worst as a man.
だって。
Interruption in 3, 2. Okay, not yet. With uneasy eyes, he looks at me and Fujibashi's saying that.
エッチなことしたことないのに、できちゃうものなの？
Interruption. It was less of an interruption and more of me. It's like, okay, I know I've got food, so I freaking left the room, and sure enough, I had food. So yeah, so hopefully we can get this part freaking like, which is probably gonna be the final part of this route for all I know. I have no idea. Let's continue. Eh? Sorry, it's kind of clusterfuck. Then just like, today is just like being all over the place, so can't really focus as much. Focus. Fujibashi, you didn't know something like that yet? What? Jinxing the plan? No, I'm not even sure if there were holes in that lie to begin with.
嘘なんだ。
Wait, what?
だよね。してないのにできちゃうわけないもんね。ちょっとびっくりしたよ。
So was I.
実は、カッペイさんが寝てる間に、こっそりと。
Fujibashi, that's a bit ridiculous. Kappei completely stares at her and Fujibashi hangs her head.
こっそりと、しようと思いました。
Yeah? She's continuing? Or rather, to say she thought of something, that's saying something quite big. Lifting her head, she looks straight at Kappei.
ダメでしょうか？ダメって聞かれても。
Kappei says that in a hurry, seeing that glance.
私、赤ちゃん欲しいです。カッペイさんの赤ちゃん、欲しいです。りょうさん。結婚して、子供を産んで、そして家族で、いろいろなところに出かけて、いっぱい思い出を作って、もっと一緒にいたいです。抱きしめていてほしいです。ずっと手を握っていたいです。たくさんお話をしたいです。私がたくさん考えている。少し未来のことです。でも、私一人じゃ、どれもできません。カッペイさんがそばにいてくれないと、何一つ叶えることのできない未来なんです。りょうさん、僕とのこと、そこまで考えてくれていたの？はい。嬉しいよ。すごく、嬉しい。でも、手術を受けるということは、僕 そうなると、絶対君に迷惑を。たとえ足を失ったとしても、私を抱きしめてくれる。りょうさん。
God damn it, they talk so slow sometimes to the point where I end up clicking the enter button too fast.
それは、私に十分すぎるくらいのぬくもりを与えてくれます。
Kappei looks at his hands hearing those words.
隣で支えますから。無理に引っ張ったりしません。押したりもしません。一緒に並んで、寄り添いながら歩いていきたいんです。手術を、受けてください。もし、うなずいてくれないのなら、本当に、してしまいます。
Do what?
カッペイさんが寝ている間に、こっそりしてしまいます。
What?
手術を？いえ。
No way.
こっそり赤ちゃん作ります。
She just said something incredible. Dumbfounded, Kappei looked at Fijibashi completely speechless. Hey, Kappei.
ごめん。なんか、すごいこと言われちゃったから、頭の中パニクっちゃった。
Indeed. Though her face is blushing red saying that, but I'm sure she's serious.
だよ。ね。
Kappei drops his shoulders troubled.
参ったな。りょうさんにここまで言わせちゃうなんて。
By the way, I only have one parent.
岡崎くん？
What was the V for there? My mother died from an accident when I was little. That's why I really can't remember her face. I guess I felt quite lonely. When I asked my father why my mother wasn't around, he gave a difficult face. I'm sure if you don't agree with her, Fijibashi will have that same painful face as well. In the future, you'll be needed to bring forth new life. Can't be anyone else older than you. And besides, it's like you said, right? That it was cool with the 3 characters in Hiragi Ryo, yeah?
ともやくん。
Kappei's face softens up, remembering that nostalgic day.
ずるいよ、2人とも。ストレートなことばかり言ってくる。言い返そうにも、言葉が全然見つからないよ。
Saying that, he slowly shakes his head.
僕は生きなきゃいけないのかな。当たり前です。
Don't even know what the line was because it was in Japanese. With that built-up voice, Kappei widens his eyes. But soon,
君たちにはかなわないよ。
he says that with a smile.
りょうさん、ナースステーションに行ってきてもらえるかな。はい。それでさ、先生を呼んできてもらいたいんだ。いろいろと聞きたいことができたから。ひょっとして。人工関節とか、骨移植とか、いろいろと可能性は残ってるよね。ねえ、りょうさん。柊りょう。奇変が揃っててイケてるよね。はい、素敵です。とても素敵です。すぐに先生を呼んできます。
With that smiling face and teary eyes, Fijibashi leaves the hospital room. So basically, the way to convince him is to basically, for Rhea to basically say, she will literally freaking have to rape him if need be. That's a bit extreme. Kappei.
りょうさん、泣きそうな顔だったね。
That's your fault.
そうだね。知らなかった。僕を 必要としてくれる人がいたんだね。僕を認めてくれる人がいたんだね。
Idiot, what are you saying now?
僕、バカだ。それにしても、嬉しい時に涙って、本当に出るもんなんだね。
Yeah. Kappei brings out his hand. I take it and shake hands with him. He's only
走っていた頃
CG.
でも、嬉しくて涙が出たことなんてないのにね。不思議だよ。
Isn't that fine?
ありがとう。
Eh?
僕、君に会えてよかったよ。本当に、よかった。
Yeah, me too. Hearing you say that you'll live makes me happy.
僕、一人じゃないんだよね。
Of course not. Having said that, regarding what you told Fujibashi just now, wasn't that a proposal?
半分そのつもり。
Geez, even though she's still in school, I'm sure though that Fujibashi is seriously thinking about accepting that.
そうかな。だとしたら、すごく嬉しいよ。
I see. Isn't that great?
ありがとう。本当に、ありがとう。ありがとう。
With the T a little separated from the rest of the word, for some reason. It's been a few days since Kappei decided to go with the operation. Sunohara and I go to the neighboring town on Sunday, and along the way...
よ
You said something?
いいよ
No one's
よ
nearby.
っと
What? Something rained from above.
吉野祐介よ
Where'd you come from just now?
そこの電柱でヒューズの交換をしていたんだ
Ah, that's tough.
そっちのは確かああ冬原だったな
Close!
近くねスノハラス
Everyone forgets his name for some reason.
ああそれだどうだギターは上達したかもうバリバリっすよ毎晩ギュイギュイ言わせまくってるっすそうかじゃあ今度また聞いてやるよはい
Yeah, this guy likes digging himself a hole.
で岡崎前のはどうなった
Yeah, I'm going right now to see how it turned out.
へえということは説得できたのか
Yeah, Fujibashi, rather, that girl was just there and he agreed with the operation. It's also thanks to you.
俺は何もしちゃいないうまくいったんだとしたらそれはあの子の力だ愛という名の
Of course he'd say something like that. I guess he really does say embarrassing stuff without hesitation. Even then, thank you.
僕なんか緊張してきちゃった。
So, Sunohara, you're still a little confused in your sexuality? About what exactly?
ほら、柊ちゃんに会うのってすごく久しぶりだし。
Well, he's still referring to him as Horagi-chan, so it's a possibility. Kind of like seeing your first love.
ああ、それに似てるかも。
He doesn't even deny it. I'm telling you, just forget it. Well, we're here. We stop at room 307. Sunohara's eyes fall upon the plate. He's trembling. Somehow he's having a lot of conflict with the name Kappei, doesn't he? Let's go. Silence. Eh?
ブス
Maybe he's asleep.
少しお待ちください。
Huh?
りょうちゃん
岡崎くんと篠原くん。どうも、こんにちは。
A flustered Fujibashi comes out of the room. Her face is red. What was she doing? Kappei's here, right?
います。
The two of us came to check up on Kappei. Is now okay? Fijibashi?
少しだけ待ってください。
Need to put his clothes back on. Wait, what? Saying that quickly, she returns into the room.
なんか、まずかったかな。
Nah, well, don't worry about it. A little while later, we opened the door, invited into the room. What, man? Your face wants to say something.
ともやくん、タイミング悪すぎだ。
It was just getting good. It was like sexy time a high five. Then you had to turn up. At those words, I look at Fijibashi. She hangs her head blushing. Well, sorry, I guess. I apologize once.
今度からはドアをノックしてから2時間後に来直してよね。
Why do we have to wait that long just to check up on you once?
んで、久しぶりだね。野原くん？
すって言いかけたでしょ。
篠原くんだ。そうそう、篠原くん。でも嬉しいな。2人でお見舞いに来てくれるなんて。僕も実はここを離れる前に一度は会っておきたかったんだ。
Leaving here?
別の病院に行っちゃうの？
うん。りょうさんがね、僕の足を残す手術方法をいろいろ調べてくれたんだ。そしたらさ、あったんだよ。骨移植でもなく、人工関節でもなく、切断でもない治療方法。
There's such a method?
うん。僕も知らなかった。でもあるんだ。この足を残す方法が。はい。急速冷凍術といって、液体窒素を使った術式なんだそうです。まだ、そう知られているものではないですけれど。うまくいけば、また、走ることもできるそうです。
I see. That's great, isn't it?
うん。リハビリとかは大変だろうけど、僕は足を失わずに済むかもしれないんだ。
That's great.
おめでとう、柊ちゃん。
うん。ありがとう。でも、すごいね、医学の進歩って。骨肉腫って、昔は足を切るしかなかったのにさ。今は人工関節とかで骨を移植する方法がある。それどころか、足を残したままでいられる方法まで研究されてるんだ。時間の流れが、僕たちに希望を与えてくれる。
Yeah, that's true.
あ、そうそう。ところでさ、聞いてよ。実はね、僕ね、いや、ちょっと違うかな。僕たちね。
Kappei looks at Fijibashi.
私が言うんですか？言ってほしいな。
Blushing red, Sunohara and I look at each other.
聞きたいんだ。りょうさんの口から。はい。私たち、結婚の約束、しました。
That's it? I feel like I'm only hearing part of the story here, guys.
ということなんだ。
I don't think it would take 2 hours to say that. There's more to your story, man.
あれ？反応が少ない。
No, just that I'm not surprised by those words.
まだ正式なものではなくて、2人だけの約束で。
Even then, that's amazing. For you, Fujibashi, that's a pretty big decision.
そんな、私は、ただ、合平さんを支えていたいから。
Ever noticed like how Fujibashi is like kind of like the character that's like all shy and all that, but always makes the boldest decisions of all the characters, really.
ともやくん、
Hmm?
僕、早く体を治すよ。そして、僕にしかできないことをする。
Yeah.
ところで、篠原くんはどうしたの？
Eh?
固まってる。篠原くん？
Unrecruited love. He ran out of the room. Well, for now, congratulations.
ありがとうございます。
Yeah, we don't even need a translation for that one. You know, I've noticed something here. I mean, it's gonna get to the credits here, and there's gonna be an extra scene after the credits, but Ryo is like the only character in this whole game that seems to have like a shared screen with another character. Because like there was like in Kyo's route when it was Ryo and Kyo on the screen at the same time, and now it's Ryo and Kappei on the screen at the same time. Wow, that was an awkwardly amusing route. Then it had like that kind of twist, like kind of thing. It's just like, oh man, now you're just freaking depressing. And then it's just like, but the depressing part didn't last all that long to be overly that effective, I feel. And it still managed to have a bit of like the comical stuff right at the end of it, so little there. I don't know what to say, really. That looks like a window. That I think, I don't know. Japanese writing is so weird to me, man. It's probably weird to many people, really. You just look, it's just like, how the fuck does this language work? It's obvious, like any other language, you'd be like, how the hell does this make sense? It's like, well, duh, it's because it's not your native language. If it was your native language, you'd understand it because you pretty much have freaking grown up with it. I imagine like learning another language could probably freaking take years, man. It's probably why I have no motivation to freaking learn another language, really. Seriously, I'd be a pain in the ass. I don't even know why I'm even talking about random things like this over the credits. Shouldn't I be like either quiet for the song, which is pointless now since it's right at the end of the song, or like say my thoughts on the route, but then again the route isn't completed yet because there's an extra scene after the credits which is about to kick in at any second. Key. So is that right next to it in Japanese there for key? If so, that's quite a freaking... Why would it need two of them? I don't even know, man. Why am I don't know. 2008 Visual Arts Key. Extra scene! In 3, 2, 1, 0. Go! I said go. Tap, 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 tap. Where is it?
Okazaki-kun.
Oh my god, she's become a nurse, like she said she was gonna be. Is this like the first... Well, yeah, obviously, because we don't, like, see, like, the later on thing yet, or anything like that. After story is kind of like the... It starts out like continuation from Nagisa's route, but it goes into the future a bit as well, you know? But this is the only other route that seems to do that. Well, not necessarily. Some of the other routes have done that, but not like to this kind of extent, if I recall. I'm not sure. Fujibashi?
お久しぶりです。
Indeed. Wow, you really did become a nurse. Or rather, I shouldn't say something like that right now, should I?
似合いませんか?
Of course it does. I'm just a bit surprised.
そうですね。私も知り合いの人にこの格好を見られるのは初めてです。
What about Kyo? She's bound to have. It's been 5 years, hasn't it? 5 years, 5 years. Mm. Uh, yeah. Wait, would she be 23 then?
はい。そうなりますね。そ
Fast.
れだけ充実していたということだと思います。
Well, the reason why they felt so fast, Stromaya, is because we basically skipped to this point, apparently. Just felt it was a bit frantic.
行きましょう。案内します。
Yes, please do. Tap, 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 tap. Is being a nurse a really difficult job?
いえ、かなり大変な仕事です。
I see.
ある意味、お医者さんより命に近い場所にいますから。
I guess so. You've been taking care of the patients here, right?
辛いことも悲しいことも。でも、支えてくれる人がいましたから、平気です。私は、一人じゃありませんから。
Are you bragging? That ring. Holy shit, it actually freaking show it there. I see, so that's how it is. Since when?
その、3年前に。
3 years ago, he still hadn't come back, had he?
はい。
Well, in any case, congratulations.
はい。ありがとうございます。
Like the first character that to get actually married. Things alright now?
え？
As soon as you came back, I wanted to contact you. See, truth is I had some bad vibes.
骨肉腫という病気は癌です。放っておけば、他の場所にも転移してしまいます。あの人の手術は成功しました。自分の足で歩けるようになりましたし、簡単な運動もできるようになりました。けど、それでも完治したとは言えないんです。あ、この病室です。
Here?
癌は、術後、5年再発しなくて、初めて治ったと言えるんです。そして昨日、すべての診断を終えて。やあ、久しぶり。
Still looking the same as he did that one other time. Nice little extra scene to have there. A lot of the routes don't really tend to like have like a kind of like, well, they do actually, quite a few of them, but not like years into the future of it all and all that. Well, anyway, that was Kappei's route. What did you others think of it? It was alright. It was mostly awkwardly amusing, and then, you know, it took that turn and it was just like, oh man, it's depressing. Well, yeah, next route is gonna be Nagisa's route, followed by After Story, which will take us from basically their days in school all the way into adulthood. Only, unlike like that scene in Kappei's route right there, it'll actually like, we'll actually see as it happens, you know? Rather than it just abruptly disappearing freaking 5 years later and stuff. You know, the thing is with After Story is, like, some things feel like they could have, like, had a bit more detail in it. But we'll get to that when we get to that, which will be after Nagisa's route. Which will be coming up as soon as I can be asked to freaking do recording for it. So, it's mostly because, like, it's just like, oh man, I'm gonna make a new intro. Unless someone else makes the intro, but I don't know, man. Well, anyways, that was Kappei's route. See you in Nagisa's route.